Hey guys, so I'm just trying to figure out how to do a video about this stuff. I think most of you guys already know that I've been building websites, apps, workflows, different digital solutions to things for some time now. And I just feel like so grateful to be able to grow in that skill, but because it's just like incredibly creative, you could do so much. So I'll tell you guys like some weird story. Basically, I've been like researching just general dietary restriction, like what people might need, and if there's a digital solution I could create around that in general. But when I posted about that on like a WhatsApp group for the Jews of Tucson, people are mentioning that it's really, and it really is a pain that we don't have a kosher restaurant in town. So because I have skills, thank God, I was able to like throw together this beautiful landing page. So it's live now. I'll share the link. It's live on my own personal website. But I want to share with you guys like, I do all the art, the copy, the strategy, the design, like everything, all the buttons, everything myself. Um, so basically, this is what the page looks like. It's really cool, and I love doing art. So like, I got to do all this beautiful art for Tucson. I was like, ooh, yeah, Tucson's inspiring and artistic anyway. So I was like, oh, that's great. I love this. So something that I came up with is like this new thing that I wanted to share. So I decided that when picking up like metrics and analytics for the community, like what people are responding to on this landing page, I was like, you know what? It would be actually really cool to have a live dashboard that shows back, like it teaches the community about like what kind of responses we're getting on things, so that other people could actually see it. So I think that that's a really cool extra thing, and it was like the first time I've ever tried doing anything this complicated. It was super annoying to figure out how to do, but now that it's done, I'm like, oh, cool. This is an amazing tool. So this is a landing page right here, and why this is amazing is because this can educate me, and now because I created a forward-facing dashboard, it can educate other people on the data that I'm collecting if that's something that is sensible for certain projects. So here's a live community dashboard. Literally anyone can come onto the website so that you can, like, if it's you, if it's relevant to you, you can fill out this form here about like your details, and then go through the form. It's about 2 minutes, and it will help me and everyone else collect data on like Jewish Tucson and what kind of kosher things we could build here. But the really cool part is once that data gets into the back end, it's actually going to live on the front end too. I was able to integrate. It was so fun. After it became less annoying, I was like, oh, this is great. Look at this. Now, everyone in Tucson who's interested in kosher Tucson can go on here and see without any names, see what kind of things are coming up in the analytics, see where are we in our progress of like collecting data so people can know, like, should I share this more often? Should I talk about this more often, this initiative? If someone really cares about Kosher Tucson, they'll be sending this link around, and then they'll be able to see the actual results that like people are actually sharing, people are actually responding. And people could see like, oh, look, most of Tucson responders so far want a meat restaurant versus a dairy one. So this will help. Look, I don't need to be the one that starts a restaurant in Tucson, but I do want to solve the problem. I do want to see kosher food in Tucson. So I'm just thinking, why not? Like, I want people to steal my homework, okay? Like, I worked hard to make this landing page. Anyone could use these analytics to create something beautiful in Tucson, which is awesome. So, this is giving good results. It's showing what people actually want and where people are, what do they need. This is so cool because for this application, like this use case, people could actually look at the research and it's transparent to them too. So if you need a landing page of any kind, first of all, I hope that you like my work and that you like how it looks and how it's designed and decorated and all this. Um, so that's one thing. I could build you one. I'd love to build you one because I think that starting a new project is so beautiful. However, some education on landing pages. The reason why you'd want to put a landing page is up first is because it's the lowest possible investment on your part in order to collect data to know if you should go deeper into the idea and get collect data as to like which direction you should go. You're building a tool for other people, or you're building something for other people. You're building a business around other people that you want to pay you eventually. So you want to build this idea based on them and what they need. So let them tell you, collect the data. I'll give you an example. I don't know if you guys like Think and Grow Rich, stuff like that, like Napoleon Hill, those books. There's a story in there, I'm totally paraphrasing, about someone who came out to dig in the California gold rush, and they like weren't able, they were digging and digging and digging, and they were not able to strike gold. They gave up on digging in that area. Someone else came in, hired an engineer, and was able to figure out like where is it more likely to dig for the gold to appear, and then they made a calculated risk. And because they did that, they dug, found a whole bunch of gold. And guess what? If that first person didn't give up, they would have found it. So this is kind of like that for business or for ideas. Um, I could just go off and like spend weeks, months, years building my business without collecting any data from anyone else, and then like go in the wrong direction or not really build it the way that it needs to be built for the people. And then later on suffer and have a hard time selling my idea, and then have to rebuild whole parts of my idea all over again to actually make it viable. So I want to keep you from making that happen to you, that mistake. So a landing page is a great tool because it actually validates the idea. It shows people what you're working on. It gets people starting to think like, if I want kosher in Tucson, like maybe Talia knows. And like you could keep updating people about like what you're finding in the analytics, or like you could say, hey, I collected enough data. This is what it's showing me to do. So based on your responses and what you guys want, I'm going to build this. And it's more likely that people are going to buy it and people are going to be interested in it and people are going to share it because you're building it for them and you're showing that you're actually listening. That's really important. On here, I literally am so over the top, honestly. I even put an open invitation to please steal my homework because honestly, I don't really need to be the one that solves kosher food in Tucson. I just want it solved. And actually, competition is a great thing. So when you build an idea in public like this, I'm a huge proponent of that because then that means that you might be offering the idea up for other people to like quote unquote steal, but like that's a great blessing because if someone does the work, if they're obsessed enough about solving this problem like you, then they'll probably do the work, they'll work really hard, and they'll probably do a really good job. And then you can come in and use what they've done, their hard work, and you can learn from it. So like you could see what's working well in their business, what's not working well, what are the gaps in their business, and you can hone your business based around that so that there's good competition. Like a rising tide lifts all boats. So it's actually a great thing to build in public, and don't be afraid that someone's going to steal your idea because there's so many ideas out there. There's so much way for you to like do it your way. Meaning like, okay, I'll give you an example. In your town, there might be like a lot of different dentists in your town, but you happen to really enjoy going to one of those many, many dentists because you just like how they do their work, or you like how their bedside manner is, or you like their flexibility and the way that they schedule, or whatever it is that you like about them, that's why you go to them. So if someone else makes kosher Tucson stuff, that's amazing because I can learn from them, they can learn from me. Even though it looks like competition, it's not competition, it's actually collaboration. It and it can help everyone hone their strategy, and it'll make everyone work harder to do a better job. So I think competition is great. Don't be afraid of people stealing your ideas. And then look, I mean, there we go. More than one builder, all the better. Or maybe someone will look at my analytics and build something a little different. There's so much opportunity out there. This is an abundantly opportunistic and opportunity rich like universe. There's so much opportunity out there, so don't be afraid. Like if you have an idea or you see other people have a problem, and go ahead and try to solve it. And tell people what you're doing. Tell people that you're trying to solve it and collect data on what exactly the best solution is based on data. Make data-driven decisions. Don't be afraid. And then hopefully that will help you succeed. Because when you help other people, it's also going to come back for you, and you can succeed by helping other people be successful and their goals and their needs and solving their problems. Okay, that was just like a mini business lesson. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this landing page that came out so cool. I really love it. And I love this like forward-facing analytics situation. Like I love that I did this. Honestly, I'm excited about it, and I love that people could look at this and make data-driven decisions and maybe decide to open up a kosher Tucson business based on this. This work that I do one time, it took me a long time, but I did it one time, could give so much value to the community. So I'm just happy that I have the skills to do it. I'm happy to build you a landing page. It doesn't have to have the analytics on the front end. It could do anything. I just wanted to tell you guys I learned a new thing today. I learned a new skill. I kind of broke my teeth over making it happen because I thought it was important. And in this case, I found it very powerful to share these numbers. But we don't have to do this. Like I can build you whatever landing page for your idea, for your business, and whatever investment you make into the initial landing page, I will roll that investment into the next part of your build. So, meaning if you build a landing page with me, I got you. I'll take care of all the details. I'll take care of everything. I just need some key basic information from you. And then if we build a landing page together, when you're ready to expand onto the next step, I'll teach you how to do it, and I'll give you whatever advice I can if you want that. And then I can build the next phase, which is like maybe a bigger website or some app or other tool. I could start small. I want you to succeed, so I don't want you guys to fail. So I'll do the landing page. Let's collect data, figure out what needs to happen next. Then I can help you expand into like a bigger website or more pages or more things or a small version of the tool that you're ultimately trying to build. And then we could test that. And then if that looks viable, then you could add to the investment of building the next stage and building the next stage. And I'll guide you because I want you to succeed in your business ultimately. I don't want to take your money and build you something that doesn't work. So let's do it together. I've got your back on the business, on the strategy, and on the actual building of the tools. And then anything you pay me will roll into the next thing. Whatever you invest in the landing page is going to roll in to the bigger website. Whatever you pay into the tool is going to be rolling into like the bigger version of the tool. If you are trying to build an app and I make you a minimal viable product, an MVP of the app, whatever you spend on that is going to be credited towards the bigger app. I want to make it accessible for you and not make it crazy expensive for people. I want it to be accessible for people to build business. I think that businesses are amazing. It's such a like spiritual endeavor because you could solve some major problems and you could do some amazing things, and you can really, really like help people and change this entire world. And I want to help you do that. I want to see more of that in this world. And I want to see more people bringing their unique ideas to the world and doing good things with it. So let me help you. Reach out to me for any reason. All right, I guess this ended up being like me showcasing this pretty landing page that I made and some cool stuff I learned of how to make more cool stuff in terms of like website design. And it also became like a mini business lesson too, I guess. So, anyway, hopefully that helped, and good luck. And let me know how I can support you in anything you do. I really care. I want you to do well. And in terms of like tech, you don't have to be like this tech insane knowledgeable person. Let me just take all that off your hands for you, do it for you. And then, like I said, anything you invest in, anything I build you is going to roll into the next thing. So let's start small, small investment, small phase, landing page. And then there's a ladder that I could suggest of where we could build from there. So that's small investments and collecting a lot of data over time so that when you do build the real finished product, you already have a bunch of people aware that you're building this. They know you're the go-to person to go. You've already gotten details and data. You already have a list of future customers that are excited to see what you come up with. You already have a whole bunch of momentum behind you so that you can succeed. Anyway, love you guys. That's my spiel. Thank you for listening.